Hello, hello. Tron Prime here, come at you with another What If. What if Deku had a quirk? Female, Part 1. And here we go. Now, a small recap from the last one. Deku is female. She has vibrational, generation control, and molecular control. She can manipulate vibrational waves and control her molecular body. She's been going to karate classes. The style she chose, well, her martial art classes, the style she chose was Muay Thai. And Abakugo chose a different type of karate school. His karate school is Tiger style Kung Fu. Now, when last we left off, she had just made her first portal. Um, she It was the last day of school. It was the last day of school, and Michael would take a week off. He was relaxing, taking a week off, enjoying his break, and she was training, and she was gonna begin training on her portal creations. So she started making portals, and she discovered that she could make portals of different sizes. She could make a portal just the size of a basketball. That's her smallest. And her biggest is the size of a, I'll say, swimming pool at a hotel. Yeah, about that size. That's her biggest portal. And then she discovered that, okay, those different sizes I could make. And while she was discovering the different sizes she could make, she realized that the different sizes she making was heating up her body. The bigger the portal, the hotter she felt. So the medium portals is my carb level, size for people and stuff. So she's discovering that the bigger the portal, the hotter it makes her body feel. So she realized that must be her side effect to this part of her quirk. So she stepped to medium-sized portals because it doesn't heat her body up as much somehow. And then she worked on distances. First, she picked 100 kilometers. Then she went farther and farther, and then she went to the end of the train tracks as far as she's ever been. The create portal there and back. Whew. She sighs. Well, okay, time to go back home. She opens up the portal and goes back home. And she goes to her journal. Like in canon, she has a journal that she copies down hero powers and her own abilities. So she writes down her journal. Portal generation creates an immense heat in my body into the user's body. The larger the portal, the more intense the heat is. Medium portals are more preferable, and smaller portals are, of course, easier to manipulate. If a portal closes up, it chops the material off at the joint, at the portal entry. Huh. So I can decapitate things if I need to. But only thing that passing through the portals, huh? That's interesting. So in that week, she's working on her quirk, and then on Saturday, Bakugo calls her. Hey, Midoriya. Yeah, Bakugo, what you want? Okay, Monday, let's go to that beach and start working out. Okay. Oh, Bakugo, what is it? Got something to tell you. Okay, what is it? Oh, you know something? I just changed my mind. What do you mean, nerd girl? Don't worry, I'll tell you when we get to the beach. It's a surprise. Ha 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 ha. What? Uh, okay. Bucko is here thinking, I do not understand this girl at all. Okay then. What time's good for you to meet to the beach? 10 o'clock's good. You can stay there just about the whole day. Okay. See you then. Bye. Bye. So Buckle takes up the phone. Buckle just lays back on his bed and says, whole day with that girl. And Buckle pictures Azuka's face and starts to blush. Ah! He sits up, clutching the pillow. Why can't I get her out of my head? Ah! And back at Azuka says, I should. I'm gonna let it be a surprise for Bakugo when I show him my portal quirk. So the next day at the beach, no, I said he called on Saturday, so Sunday, Bakugo decides to go out and starts doing a little bit of training himself. So Bakugo goes to a small area in the woods when there's nobody around. It's an open field kind of area. There's nobody around, and he starts to train with his quirk. Bakugo doesn't do big explosions. He do small, like the size of a, one of those big beach balls. Yeah, explosions like that. Little small controlled explosion. He does some from his. He takes his shoes off, plants his feet, focuses his hands. Sorry for that. And it's like he's doing firebending but with explosions. He does a kick and creates a crescent-sized explosion. A crescent explosion. Yeah. I've been lazy for a week. How can we get this shit? Buckle stands in for and start call out moves. Crescent shape, crescent kick, create explosion. And then Buckle calls out another move. Open palm strike explosion. He calls out another move. Simulate flip explosion. Boom. Now Baku's flipping, kicking, shooting explosions from his hands, his feet, and concussive blast is the next one he calls out. Places his hand together, does an explosion. Boom. The creates an accurate little shockwave around him. Due to his training, his body can take the intense backlash from explosions now. I'm gonna be the #1 hero. Boom. He does explosion punches now. Punches. He does an explosion punch, and the explosion punch is his fist, and the explosion is probably about twice the size of a fist. It's not about the size, it's more about the impact of the explosion. Yeah. So, I'll go both right. at least 7 to 8 actual fighting moves, not including the special moves he's gonna create like in canon. Because doing his tiger training, he turned most of the palm strikes of the tiger style into explosion strikes and stuff like that. So he's doing that in the forest, and he does that for like 8 hours straight. No, 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 no. He does that for like 4 hours straight. Takes a break, eats something, drinks something, relaxes for a bit, and does it for another 3 hours. So he spent like 8 hours in that forest area. His mom knew he was gonna go all the way for the day and do some little pre-trained training. So she was kind of cool with it. So now while Baku's doing that in the forest, Azuko's having just a normal day relaxing. She's not working on her quirk or anything like that. So she's cleaning up her room and she finds one of Baku's old toys that he gave her when they was kids. She looks at it, she reaches down, picks it up, and she gains a new ability. And this ability is the same ability that Bob from DC has. And she touches the toy and says, Kachan, and vibes him. The connection to the toy and um, Uncle Bakugo is still there, so she sees Bakugo in the forest doing his training. And this freaks her out. She drops the toy back to say, "Oh my God, what is that?" So she said, "Ma, ma, ma." And her mother runs and says, "Azuka, what's this? And she passes out. So Azuka is laying there on the floor, and her mom just freaked out. She ran over to her daughter. Azuka, Azuka. So she picks her up, opens the door, takes her to the car, and drives her up. And at the hospital, Azuka's still unconscious, and the doctors run a test on her. She said, what happened? I don't know. Azuka yelled, started screaming. She said, Ma, I, and then just collapsed. Huh. The test shows some unusual brain activity. Activity we never encountered in her before. But you have encountered these brain activities before? Yes. In people with psychic type quirks. Psychic type? Yes. Like foresight, and other foresight. Like foresight. And past sight. Past sight? Yes, that's the ability somebody had to pull up details from someone's past. Telepathy, type of powers like that, mental powers. So, what does this mean? It could be that your daughter has some sort of psionic or psychic ability. Ability? Well, you do have telekinesis, right? Yes, I can move small objects, but it gives me a headache the bigger the object. Yes, I imagine so. So, you mean this is an ability from my side of my court? Yeah, it could go into both of y'all. The psychic ability and the vibrational wave generation could be similar. You won't know until the girl be able to wake up and explain what happened. And just like that, like in clockwork, Zuka slowly begins to open her eyes. She kind of like draws, okay, where am I? Zuka, Zuka, my baby, you okay, my good lady, my princess? Are you okay? Yeah, mom, I'm fine. I'm just a little dizzy. So Dr. Luca said, Zuka, can you tell me what happened? Uh, I, um, I was in the room. I picked up a toy that my friend Marco gave me years ago, and I thought about him, and I thought about him. I wondered what he was doing, and then it's like I saw him. He was there, but not there. He was training in the woods, doing amazing type skills of kicking explosions, and then I realized that I was there and freaked out. I called my mom, and that's the last thing I remember. What happened? Azuka, I got to you collapsed. I did? Yes, and then she brought to the hospital. You guys have tested discovered that your brain has been having unusual spikes in activity. Oh, so, Doctor, what does that mean? Could be that you have another ability. Another ability? That's a psycho type ability. You said you touched an object? Yes, it was a toy. One of his favorite toys he gave me. Hmm. This might be a long shot, but here. Uh, what is it? My pen. This is very special to me. Okay, take your hand, close your eyes, and tell me what do you see? Uh, okay. So Azuka takes the pen and closes her eyes. Focus on the pen. And she sees the doctor at a big party. He was given a giant cake. He said 51. And then she snaps out of it. I saw a party, a cake, and the number 51. Ah, as I thought. Psychopathy. Psychopathy? Yes. You can see images of people and things from the present, past, or future. Well, I don't know about for the future. I know for the present and the past. You say you saw your friend trading in the forest. Yeah. So that could be considered the present. And then you saw me eating a cake at a party. That's where I got the pin. It was my 51st celebration party. My 51st celebration for my intendencies, birthday and stuff. So that's why I got the pin. So that determines you saw the past. And then the present is now with your friend Bach. Telepathy allows you to touch objects to see the future, past, or the present. Oh, and why did I collapse? Well, it was almost stimulating. You saw this for your first time, took you by surprise, and your adrenaline was high. Yes, it's very interesting. Your your daughter has a psychic type quirk and a molecular vibration type quirk. Hmm. You should change your paperwork, Mila. Okay. Um, with this psychic ability, there's a man on our staff that can help you with it. If you lack, okay, you can set an appointment to come by probably about once or twice a week, according to how you would like to handle it. Okay, Doctor, I will. So, that was a busy Sunday, wasn't it? So, at this oh, time, it's 21 already? Okay, I'm gonna get through this next part kind of quick. So, Azuka goes home, calls Bakugo that night. Azuka says, Bakugo, I have something to tell you. What is it now? Whoa, what's with the attitude? Last time you had something to tell me, you told me you'll wait till we meet up. Now you got something else to tell me. Yeah. I saw you today. What do you mean you saw me today? In the forest training? I saw you. Where were you, nerd? Where were you, nerd? You were spying on me. Yes and no. I found that your all white action figure you gave me when we was kids. You still got that? Buckle Buckle starts to blush over the phone and thinks to herself, I'm glad she can't see my face. She said, yeah, of course, you gave it to me. It was one of your favorite toys. I'm not just gonna throw it away carelessly. Uh, and okay, what about the toy? Yeah, I picked it up and activated a new ability. A new ability? What's that? The doctor called it, uh, what was that again? Psychopathy? 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 Well, I can see the past, present, or the future. Well, supposedly the future of objects, of the persons of objects. Like you own this, so I saw your present. My present. Yeah, you was in the woods training. You did a kick that let out a cluster-sized explosion, and then you did another kick that had a shockwave behind it and an explosion punch. Wait a minute, you saw that? Yeah, that was before I passed out. Passed out? Yeah. Yeah, because it's a new psychic ability, so I wasn't really ready for the emotional strain and stuff like that. Fell out. The doctor told me I went to the doctor and he set me an appointment with somebody that can help me control my psychic ability. Uh, so you're not gonna be training with me? Oh yeah, I'm gonna train with you. I'm just gonna be going to him twice. Going to this guy twice a week for extra training. Okay, so the days you go there, that could be our days off. Okay, you have to take a break. Oh yeah, you think you're gonna be that far ahead of me that I need to constantly work at it? Nope, no, it's not that. It's that I won't be taking a break, so why should you? Yeah, I'll find something else to do, girlie. Don't worry. Okay. So, ooh, 25. Okay, I'm about to end this. So they hang up, they meet at the beach the next day at 10 o'clock, and they start to train. First day first, Buckle says, okay, what is it? What's what? You say you had something to show me. I was itching to find out. Oh, okay. This. She shoots a blast, opens the portal, jumps through it. Then shoots another blast, opens the portal, jumps through it. Then shoots another blast, jumps the portal, and jumps through it. What the? Yeah, it kind of gets me a little hot. Whew. But, I can create bench poses. I won't. Okay. So let me get straight. You can shoot shot. Create portals. Touch stuff, see the past. Make yourself vulnerable. Pass through stuff. How many quirks do you have, Zuka? This is one quirk with many abilities. Zuka smiles. Bakugo takes a side of this. Okay, let's get started. Bakugo rolls up into the middle of the dumpster. His hand into explosive punch. Boom! And annihilated the dishwasher. Now, doing this training, Buckles has had his body ahead quite a bit. I don't say he's not all my strength, but he's like, I say at the age of 15, Buckle could lift about 400 pounds easy. Easy. Yeah. Azuka, she's pretty strong too. Because with all this stuff with her, she's pretty strong. At her strongest, I say she probably could pick up a school bus. At least flip a tank. Yeah. With her bare hands. Or maybe pick up a tank. Yeah, she'd be able to pick it up, but she won't be able to throw it that far with her physical strength. Maybe with her strength plus a shockwave, she could throw it pretty far. Okay, the first day of training. They start using a quirk to clean up the beach. And this goes on for like 3 months. In that 3 months, Azuka's going back and forth to the medical center, speaking with um, a person that has a quirk similar to hers, a psychic type quirk. And this will be a original S character. His name will be Malcolm Gray. And his psychic type quirk is that he could, two-part quirk. First part, he could influence people's emotions. And second part, he could send a shockwave to make people become unconscious. So But this being said, that he first discovers that she has psychic shielding. Yes, psychic shielding. So any type of telepathy, telepath, people make her do what they want her to do, won't work on her. He couldn't even influence her, so he had to talk to her about her quirk. So he helped her pretty much get a handle on her quirk. She could call up premonitions. That's what she calls it, premonitions of situations and stuff like that, which you want to now at will, probably. Okay, that's the first 3 months. And so after the first 3 months, on the fourth, on the first day of the fourth month, the beach is completely clean. They're standing there looking like, you did a great job. And then while they're standing looking at their good work, a voice says, y'all did do a great job. I'm very proud of today's youth. And they both turn around and sees it's All Might. And I will leave it at that. This is Charles Pryor saying, please like, subscribe, and leave a thumbs up. With that, I say peace.